Walther PPK. When protecting a VIP, people usually look for the big rifles, but it is the small gun that often saves the day. The Walther PPK hit the streets in 1931 as a masterpiece of German engineering. It weighs only 1.3 pounds and is about 6 inches long, making it easy to hide under a tight suit. For a bodyguard in the 1930s, this gun was like a shadow. You never saw it until it was too late. The PPK was famous for its double-action trigger, allowing a bodyguard to draw and fire immediately without wasting time cocking the hammer. In a crowded room, that speed is the difference between life and death. It carries 7 rounds of .380 ACP, plenty of power to stop an attacker within 15 yards. Because the edges are rounded, it does not snag on clothes, making the draw incredibly smooth. There is a dark side to this gun's history that still fascinates people. While built to protect leaders during World War II, it was the very weapon Adolf Hitler used on himself in 1945. It is a crazy irony. A gun designed to be a life preserver actually fired the final shot of the war in Europe. Even now, if a bodyguard carries a PPK, you know they value discretion and reliability above all else. Smith & Wesson J-Frame. In the high-stakes world of VIP protection, having a primary weapon is a necessity, but having a backup is a survival strategy. The Smith & Wesson J-Frame, specifically the Model 36, has been the guardian angel for agents since 1950. This snub-nosed revolver is tiny, featuring a barrel length of only 2 inches and weighing about 1.3 pounds. Because of its rounded shape and compact frame, bodyguards often strap it to their ankle or hide it in a coat pocket as a last resort. When a primary pistol jams or runs out of ammo, this little revolver becomes the most important tool in the room. What makes the J-Frame legendary is its mechanical simplicity, unlike semi-automatic pistols that can jam if a casing gets stuck. The revolver's cylinder simply rotates to the next chamber with every pull of the trigger. It carries 5 rounds of .38 Special, a caliber known for its reliability in close quarters combat within 10 yards. The most incredible thing about this belly gun is that you can fire it from inside a jacket pocket without it ever jamming on the fabric, a feat that would break almost any other handgun. It is the ultimate insurance policy that guarantees a bodyguard always has a final shot to save their client. Sig Sauer P229. If you have ever seen the motorcade of a world leader, chances are there was a Sig Sauer P229 nearby. For decades, this German-American powerhouse was the standard-issue sidearm for the United States Secret Service. It is a rugged, mid-sized pistol weighing roughly 2 pounds and measuring 7.1 inches long. While it looks like a professional tool, its true secret lies in the specialized ammunition it was built to handle. The .357 SIG. This cartridge was designed to mimic the power of a Magnum revolver, but in a high-capacity, semi-automatic package of 12 to 15 rounds. Bodyguards love this weapon because it solves the biggest problem in street ambushes: barriers. The .357 SIG round screams out of the barrel at 1,350 feet per second, giving it the terrifying ability to punch straight through car doors and tempered glass without deflecting. This means if an assassin is hiding behind a vehicle, the P229 can still reach them. It offers a level of stopping power that few other concealable handguns can match. It's not just a gun. It's a high-velocity sledgehammer designed to end a fight before the enemy even realizes their cover has been compromised. Walther PPK. When a bodyguard is working a red carpet event or a high society gala, they cannot afford to have a bulky weapon ruining the silhouette of a $5,000 tuxedo. This is where the Walther PPK shines, earning its reputation as the most stylish lifesaver in history. Beyond the Hollywood fame of James Bond, real-world agents value this German icon for its incredibly slim profile. Measuring only 0.9 inches in width and weighing 1.3 pounds, it remains one of the most concealable firearms ever built. It's the kind of gun that allows an operator to blend into a crowd of billionaires while remaining ready for a lethal encounter. The PPK's design is a masterclass in ergonomics and discretion. It features a rounded, snag-free frame, ensuring that when an agent needs to draw, the sights won't catch on the silk lining of a suit jacket. Carrying 7 rounds of .380 ACP, it provides a balanced response to threats at close range. What truly sets the PPK apart is its psychological edge. It is a weapon of grace and precision that proved so effective it remained in continuous production for nearly a century. serving as the silent shadow for everyone from European royalty to the most elite undercover operatives. It represents a time when protection was an art form, blending deadly capability with a total lack of social friction. FN 57. Moving into the modern era of protection, bodyguards began facing a new nightmare, assassins wearing bulletproof vests. To counter this, the Belgian engineers at FN Herstal created the 57, a pistol that looks like a standard sidearm but hits with the piercing logic of a rifle. This weapon is famous for its massive magazine capacity, holding 20 rounds in a flush-fit mag, which is nearly double what most traditional pistols offer. Despite its high capacity, the gun is surprisingly light at only 1.7 pounds due to its advanced polymer construction. It was designed to be the perfect companion for high-risk details, where every shot must count against a protected target. The secret to this pistol's dominance is the 5.7 by 28 mm cartridge it fires. This tiny, high-velocity bullet travels at over 2,000 feet per second, creating a flat trajectory and extreme accuracy at distances up to 50 yards. While a standard 9mm round would simply flatten against a Kevlar vest, this specialized projectile screams through level 2 body armor as if it were mere cardboard. It essentially stripped away the primary defense of an attacker, giving a bodyguard the unique power to neutralize a threat, regardless of the tactical gear the shooter might be wearing. B&T MP9. Transitioning from a handgun to a machine gun usually requires a bulky carry. But the Swiss-made B&T MP9 completely rewrites the rules of engagement. This weapon is so compact that it measures only 12 inches with the stock folded, allowing a bodyguard to carry it in a holster on their hip or concealed beneath a light windbreaker. It weighs just 3.1 pounds, yet it offers the tactical flexibility of a full-sized submachine gun. In the unpredictable chaos of an urban ambush, having this kind of military-grade firepower hidden in plain sight is a massive tactical advantage for a professional protection detail. The MP9 is built for one thing: overwhelming suppression at the touch of a trigger. It cycles 9mm rounds at a staggering rate of 900 rounds per minute, turning a single agent into a one-man army in less than a second. What truly shocks observers is the integrated recoil compensation and the unique rotating barrel locking system, which allows a professional to dump a 30-round magazine with such stability that they can keep every single bullet on a man-sized target at 25 yards, using just one hand. It bridges the gap between a standard sidearm and a primary rifle, providing a wall of lead that can clear a path for a VIP to escape through even the most aggressive crowds or high-threat environments. FNP 90. If you saw the FNP 90 for the first time without context, you might easily mistake it for a high-tech prop from a Hollywood space opera. However, this Belgian masterpiece is one of the most effective personal defense weapons ever carried by the Secret Service and elite counter-terror units worldwide. Its radical bullpup design places the action and magazine behind the trigger, keeping the total length to a mere 19.7 inches while maintaining a full-sized barrel for maximum accuracy. The ergonomics are completely ambidextrous, weighing about 6.6 pounds when fully loaded with its unique high-velocity 5.7mm ammunition. The P90's technical layout is a puzzle of engineering brilliance that keeps everyone watching in absolute awe. Its translucent magazine holds 50 rounds and sits horizontally on top of the gun, with each bullet rotating 90 degrees before being fed into the chamber. But the most brilliant detail is its downward ejection port. Unlike every other submachine gun that flings hot brass out to the side, the P90 drops empty casings straight down between the shooter's feet, ensuring that a bodyguard can stand shoulder to shoulder with their teammates in a tight formation without accidentally blinding them with burning metal. It is a weapon designed for the claustrophobic reality of modern VIP protection, where every inch of space and every spent shell casing truly matters. Sig Sauer MCX Rattler. In the modern world of high-threat protection, a handgun is often not enough to stop a coordinated attack. This is why elite units now carry the Sig Sauer MCX Rattler, a weapon that provides the punch of a battle rifle in a frame smaller than many submachine guns. It features an incredibly short 5.5-inch barrel and a folding stock that brings its total length down to just 16 inches, weighing only 5.7 pounds. It is light enough for an agent to carry all day without fatigue. This compact beast is specifically chambered in .300 blackout, a heavy-hitting round designed to maintain massive kinetic energy even when fired from such a short platform. The Rattler is the ultimate master of disguise for undercover details or high-profile urban escorts. What makes this weapon truly terrifying is that it can fit perfectly inside a standard laptop bag or a gym backpack, allowing a bodyguard to walk through a hotel lobby looking like a common office worker while carrying enough firepower to stop a small army. When an ambush occurs, the agent can deploy the rifle and begin engaging targets with surgical precision up to 150 yards away in less than 3 seconds. It represents the pinnacle of modern clandestine firepower, blending invisible carry with the raw, bone-crushing power of a military-grade assault rifle. H&K MP5K and the operational briefcase. German engineering is famous for precision, but with the MP5K operational briefcase, Heckler & Koch created something straight out of a Cold War spy novel. The MP5K itself is the Kurz, or short version of the world-famous submachine gun. Weighing about 4.4 pounds and measuring only 13 inches, it fires 9mm rounds at a blistering rate of 900 rounds per minute. While many bodyguards carried the gun under their coats on a shoulder sling, H&K took concealment a step further by designing a fully functional, hard-sided leather briefcase that hides the entire weapon inside a custom internal bracket. The genius of this system is that the bodyguard never even has to open the bag to neutralize a threat. Hidden inside the briefcase handle is a mechanical linkage connected to the trigger, meaning the agent can simply point the entire suitcase at a target and start firing a stream of lead directly through a concealed hole in the side of the leather. It carries a 30-round magazine, providing an invisible wall of lead that catches assassins completely off guard. This death-in-a-suitcase setup was a favorite for VIP protection details in the 1980s and 90s, as it allowed a team to stay heavily armed in public spaces without causing a panic or revealing their tactical advantage until the very last millisecond. Micro Uzi. At the #1 spot, we have the most iconic bodyguard weapon in history, the Micro Uzi. This Israeli-made submachine gun is a masterpiece of compact destruction, weighing only 4.3 pounds and measuring a mere 10 inches with the stock folded. It is capable of dumping an entire 20-round magazine of 9mm ammunition in just 1 second, thanks to its insane cyclic rate of 1,200 rounds per minute. While its short range and high recoil make it difficult for untrained shooters, in the hands of a professional, it is a devastating tool for breaking an ambush and creating a safe path for a fleeing VIP. The Micro Uzi earned its legendary status on March 30th, 1981, during the attempted assassination of President Ronald Reagan. As shots rang out and the crowd panicked, Secret Service agent Robert Wanko famously pulled a folding stock Uzi from beneath his suit jacket in a split second, providing a terrifying display of readiness that told every potential attacker that the perimeter was locked down. That single image of a man in a business suit holding a submachine gun became the universal symbol of the professional bodyguard. It captures the very essence of the job. Total chaos met with absolute speed, unwavering courage, and the overwhelming firepower needed to protect the leaders of the free world at any cost.